The way that I think about what we're doing with our patients is we're helping them remember who they are. And I think in psychiatry, that's such a vital thing. We can get caught up in these discussions about, okay, what are your symptoms? What's your PHQ-9? What's your GAD-7? What's your insomnia severity index? But wait a minute, what is this all for? And what do you want in life?
I tell every patient, you are your own best healer. I'm not the healer, you are. And what I help to do is guide you and give you tools to really listen to yourself and to come back to, you.
Like as we get older, I would, just even finding connection and having that sort of time and energy and space, but also just like, where do people connect? And then people aren't really intentional with that. As we get older, I feel like, I think we kind of just stick to what we know, and that circle never really grows.
But when my medical student colleagues felt good, they had that reinforcement and they knew the science that serotonin, and this was 25 years ago, that serotonin was boosting because of the breathing, because of the physicality, because of the silence. I like to call it dynamic stillness. It was so beautiful. And so guess what? They came back and they made it through medical school that we all are experiencing in our lives at some point.
I think what is really exciting is when finally something's working for weight loss. Finally. But it's not like these women have never tried. We try, and just nothing works. And it's, and then people say, well, I think this one's going to work. This time it's going to work, And I can say with near certainty that this time it will work because we have the tools that will help.
And somebody said to me, follow the energy. If it energizes you and it lifts you higher, then that's the path to go. And that was the greatest thing anybody ever said to me, because this takes so much work, but honestly, I'm pulled to it, as opposed to other chores where you kind of make yourself do it. I have to sometimes make myself not do it because I can do it, all the time. I feel very pulled to it. So I think it would just be to notice what energizes you and what lights you up.
So before we moved to California, we lived in Cleveland, and we did not have year-round farmers markets. And even the farmers markets that we had in the summertime, it was wonderful. I love seeing the produce, but I was never a regular farmers market goer because I still had to do so much of my grocery shopping elsewhere. And so now, pretty much any Sunday that I'm in town, I am at the farmers market, and I do a good bulk of my shopping at the farmers market, and I've gotten to know some of the vendors, and I love chatting with them, and they teach me so much about how I could use a certain ingredient, and I feel very, very connected to my farmer's market.
And then also, how was I going to practically move forward with it? Doctors are great students. And so we get assignments and it's like, I will do it. And so for me, that really helped to have the guidance of a coach myself. And as I said to the coach when I started, I've invested a huge amount of money and time to become a doctor. This next phase, I am going to also invest in myself to become the kind of doctor that I want to be.